Tapping for stress and overwhelm. What does stress feel like to you? Do you recognize when you're stressed? Some people notice it straight away. They may be breathing shallower, they may have an increased heart rate, they may feel the tension in their jaw, their shoulders, their neck or their head, or even in their tummy. Other people don't recognize that they're stressed, but they are easily triggered and grumpy, or they have frequent headaches or slow digestion or raised blood pressure. We all handle stressful situations differently, and different things stress different people. For some, it can be sensory overload in a busy place. For others, it can be driving to a different location. For other people, it can be an ongoing, difficult, stressful situation causing chronic stress, or being asked too much to achieve in too little time. It puts our body into a state of high alert, increasing the levels of cortisol pumped into our bloodstream to handle the threat. Autonomic functions are turned off to conserve energy, slowing down digestion and pausing the immune system. We can't always change the situation, but we can change the way that we respond to it with a little help. When we use tapping, we tap on acupressure points. And when we tap any acupressure point, it sends a signal to the brain, to the hippocampus, our emotional brain, and the amygdala, our panic button. And it tells them, I am safe. So the nervous system can then calm down and we can regain normal function, back to the rest and digest parasympathetic state. Learn to recognize when you are starting to feel stressed. We don't have to wait until we're completely stressed to start tapping. Tune into your body, see how it feels. Can you locate the stress in your body anywhere? Or is it purely overwhelming your mind? If you can find it in your body, say a tightness in your shoulders, can you describe it? What does it feel like? Does it have a colour, a shape? Does it have an emotion attached to it? Focus in as much as possible. Now let's rate the intensity of this stress and overwhelm that you feel. From 0 being nothing at all to 10 being completely overwhelming. Let's tap. I'm going to give some examples of what you could say, but the key is to speak from the heart. Really acknowledge how you're feeling, where it's coming from. So we start with the karate chop point. And I want you to say something like, even though I'm feeling completely stressed and overwhelmed in this moment, I want to let this feeling go. Even though I'm struggling right now, I accept myself in this moment. This stress, this complete overwhelm, I'm struggling to cope with it all. It's just too much sometimes. I feel it in it feels like I just can't cope. It's all too much for me sometimes. I don't know how I'm going to get it all done. I don't like this. It makes me feel it's all too much. This stress. I'm just so overwhelmed with it all. I want to let this feeling go. I know I'll be okay. But right now it's too much. Right now I just want to run and hide. Right now I just want it all to go away. I don't like how I feel right now. But I accept myself. I know I can get through this. I just need to keep going. All this stress. I'm so overwhelmed. But I'll get through this. I'll be okay. I've dealt with other difficult situations before. I can deal with this too. I'm going to be okay. And you just keep on tapping, going round and round, starting at the karate chop point, top of the head, start of the eyebrow, end of the eyebrow, under the eye, the nose, the chin, under the collarbone, and underneath the armpit, level with the nipple. Inside wrist, thumb, finger, and ending on the karate chop point. And just keep going round and until you can feel the intensity come down. So if you were a 10 before, do a few rounds and then assess what the intensity is. Has it come down? Do you need to continue on? Keep going for as long as you need to, or as long as you have time to, because if you don't have time, that can be stressful in itself. You don't have to say exactly the right thing. You don't have to copy what I'm saying. Speak from the heart, because that's accepting you where you are now. I hope this helps.